Had them bottles ready. Had them sparkles ready. It's gonna be a good night. Last time around, it was different. Somebody tell them pay attention.
Welcome to this brand new episode of the Dl Hughley podcast. It's your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are here. Let's go. But we're gonna start. This is another 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, 2 episodes in a row. We're gonna start with some sad news. Last week we had the mass shooting that took place today. We filmed the episode and news broke. Was it Sunday or Saturday? Saturday or Sunday morning, news broke. But we like to send our condolences to the Miller family. Master P lost one of his daughters this past weekend. They really didn't give the details of what took place. We lost a child, so condolences to him, his family, all his loved ones, and pray for them and send them all the well wishes. I don't think any parent wants to bury their child, and it's just unfortunate news. Sad news.
Right. It doesn't matter a child's age.
Of course not.
Sad news is
a child. So
right.
In the grand scheme of things, the order is supposed to be the parents. Parents first. Then
right.
Children, and then that's how the order is supposed to go. So
right.
It doesn't go that way. It's sad, regardless age or whatnot.
Right.
Again, well wishes and condolences to the families and loved ones. Family. But we're going to talk about a viral clip. We're going to transition to music, a viral clip. It's something that's throughout, I guess, performances. Women performers always, bring up a male on stage, do a little entertaining dance, some little sexual and that, but it's for the entertainment purposes. So Coil Ray, got a fan up there, sat him down, dancing on, getting a little lap dance. Like he was a little excited. He was enjoying the moment. And it's like when she went to get up, she bent over to dance. She gave him a little smack or grab. We say a smack or grab.
He rubbed.
A smack or he kind of. You say he kind of grabbed it. He kind of grabbed it. I'll say grab. Okay. So I grabbed the booty, and she felt like he was too handsy, and then she basically hacked him up. Got a new fan on the stage, and continued the show. You think the fan was out of line? Did he do too much? Did Corporation let that slide? What she was doing, or she did the right thing and sent him on his merry way?
When you're doing lap dances, for me, you're calling for that type of behavior. You're calling for that person to be able to grab and touch, and I mean, as a regular instinct, a guy is going to grab, he's gonna touch. All we gotta do is say, "Don't touch." There's no touching, and then continue on with the dancing. Like, but why are you sending him off the stage like that? Like,
I think in the midst of it, I think she gave him a slight warning before it happened. I watched the clip again, but it looked like in the midst of it, he got like you said, he was getting a lap dance, he touched. I think she gave him a slight warning as that was taking place. And then after that, where's that? Right here. But I would say it looked like it was. I took the volume to be all the way up, but yeah, watching it again, dancing, and same purposes. Like, said something to him before she started dancing. I say, fan was overly excited.
right. So why are you kicking him off the stage? is baffling to me.
I would say for the fact that, she picked him. It's like you're, you're getting the opportunity to get this little dance from me. So it's like, behave yourself. I guess in her mind, like you didn't behave yourself, so you went. It wasn't a grab or a smack. It was more of a caress.
Right. As I said, it was more of like a touch. He just.
It was more of a caress. I just like rewatched it. It was more of a caress. But yeah, I she felt like she gave him an opportunity and whatnot, and he just you let the excitement get to him. I'm pretty sure. Well, the next guy didn't do it, but the next guy seen that the first guy got kicked off stage. I'm pretty sure if any other guy that didn't see the first guy get kicked off stage, there's a good chance.
Again, I'm just not with the fact that you give me a lap dance, dude. Like people are gonna touch. It's just my opinion.
I see what you're saying. I'm just saying, it's just something like you could just look back at performances, artists do, well, overall artists, because some men artists bring females on the stage as well. They do their performances, they act. She did something that's has been done, but she got kicked off stage.
This is really sad for him. I felt really bad. I did, because I'm like, as I'm watching it, I'm like, yo, she's wrong for that. And it's not like she really got an ass. Like he was just touching her leg, basically.
Oh well, that's still.
That's my opinion.
That is your opinion, but I'll say it's still irrelevant to what the thing is.
Nah, it's not, because
I would say because booty or not, he still touched the areas. You don't got cake. I said, it's the fact that that's still the region where her butt.
So we don't. If you're right, she don't have cake, so we don't know if that was the leg or if that was.
It was clearly not.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm just giving my opinion.
I just feel like the fans was just a little excited. He got too much in the moment. He should have, I'm just saying most guys probably would have did the same thing, barring witnessing that, because obviously she called up another man on stage. They did the same act. What I'm saying, barring you witnessing, oh, don't do that. I'm pretty sure another fan would have did it. Probably not as bad, maybe worse, At the end of the fan show, you picking them, you don't know what kind of person you're picking. It's not like you're going to fall back on the set. But it is what it is. Like
again, you giving a lap dance. So expect what it comes when a lap dance. But I get it. But y'all doing this and y'all being extra, expect people to touch you.
At that point, it's just like, you gave him opportunity and he blew a shot. Fuck it, he blew a shot.
Did he? Because he got a good feel. So I mean, did he really blow his spot, or did he know what he was doing?
Oh, he didn't get to finish. She didn't get to finish the whole dance. I'm pretty sure there was more in store, but it got cut short because But yeah, it is what it is. Picked him. He didn't last. Put him on stage. Next guy came on. And just continued. So, I'll go and it was a fan that got excited. That's how I'm chalking up to. A fan that got excited.
He didn't touch her ass. He touched her leg. That's how I felt about it.
Leg plants. This is the leg.
Okay.
But we're gonna move on. So for it was a few days ago. It was Biggie's 50th birthday.
Right.
And it was a big celebration. And during his 50th birthday, Lil Kim announced that she'll be having a biopic in the works, and it's gonna go hand in hand with a memoir of hers is coming out. So I think the memoir is gonna come out, and then the biopic is gonna be like amongst, I think, basically to follow the memoir. So it'll be for whatever is in that memoir. It'll be like the script or the guidelines or the for the biopic. I believe she has an interesting story.
We saw her story already.
We didn't see all of her story. We saw some.
We saw Notorious B.I.G. We saw her story.
Yeah, but that wasn't about her.
Well, that's all we care about.
Obviously, that's gonna play a role in the movie, and her memoirs probably gonna be like the beginning.
All jokes aside, were you looking forward to a Kim before she said she was doing a memoir or a bio? Were you looking forward to a Little Kim's bio or memoir? Was you looking for it? Did you say, "Oh, I need a Little Kim's bio or memoir"? And this is a serious question.
And my answer, I wasn't, thinking about a biopic or a memoir.
Okay, and if you had to choose an artist where you thought of a bio or memoir you would want to see right now, who would it be?
Right now, shit. Yeah, that's a tough one. I feel like there's a couple of artists that could, get their own movie.
Who?
Sometimes I think. But so it's a select few. I feel like that their story warrants a movie. Not everyone's story warrants a movie. Like a Death Row movie would be good. Shit, Bad Boy in the beginning would be a good movie. That's what I mean. Like, there's some stories that we know, like, nah, they need to put that.
Jay and Dane.
Or Rockefeller story, yeah, they could do that.
But my point is, a Little Kim just doesn't come to mind.
Oh, and I agree with you. I was thinking about that, but while
so I just feel like it's not. I'm not gonna say it's a waste of time, but what I'm saying is nobody's gonna really look for that because nobody was thinking about that. There's other stories. I mean, one of maybe her like die hard fans, but regular people are not looking for Little Kim's bio or memoir, if that makes sense. Like,
I understand what you're saying, but it also depends on what comes out of her memoir. I'm pretty sure she had some good stories, especially from her early Bad Boy days, and then before getting son, growing up, and then living life without Big after dealing with the passing, and then, I'm pretty sure she has some stuff to say.
I'm not saying she doesn't. What I'm saying to you, Johnny, is that Little Kim, unfortunately, and this is my problem, when you wait too long to do things, right? So again, you're coming into the Gen Zs and the alphas and that's what generation is now, is alphas. You're coming into these generations that don't know you because you haven't put out music in years. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard to be like, to market to these young kids when you haven't put out music. So the people who are looking for it is the people like you and me who
grew up on the music.
Right.
I'm pretty sure that would be the target market. And in that aspect, I wouldn't, how would I say this? I wouldn't look for it to be like a crazy success because she's specifically will be targeting a specific group of people. So it's like she's
right.
a specific demographic, and if they choose to support, they'll support. If they don't, they don't.
Right. I wasn't a big Little Kim fan. I was young when she came out, so her music was raunchy, and my dad would be like, no. So I really wasn't a big Little Kim fan. So I'm not looking forward to this. I just think there's other stories I'd rather see. Like, I'd really rather see a Damon and Jay-Z Rockefeller bio. You get what I'm saying? And I mean a bio, like the truth, the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not looking for like a Little Kim bio. I just not. I'm sorry. It's just not calling to me, John. It's not calling to me.
I understand what you're saying. And then when it comes out, watch it and see if we enjoy it or not.
Is that something we gotta watch?
You don't have to watch it. It's the way it's looking like it's not gonna be out for till way later this year, so it's
So
gonna be.
we'll talk about it when it comes out.
So now that I know it's coming out, do I have someone interested in watching the biopic? I would say yeah. I just want to see what other stories that I've never heard of that they'll put in the biopic. Like that,
Right.
we'll be putting the memoir first, and then we get to see it visualized. Yep. So that's
Okay.
like I said. I was not looking for it. I wasn't thinking about it, but now that it's in the air, it's something that intrigues me.
Okay.
You know? But we'll see later this. I think the memoir will come out first, and then the biopic will follow suit. But we're gonna move on. Two of your favorite people are going at it. Two of your favorite people. Your man's Dl Hughley.
I love Dl Hughley. Don't be talking about Dl Hughley like any bad way.
What I didn't say nothing. I'm saying.
But the next person you about to say ain't my favorite person. Don't play with me.
Oh, so you're not a fan of Monique?
Hell no. I've never been a fan of Monique.
Yeah. But well, they seem to get going back and forth. Whose side you rocking with? Who you see?
I'm not rocking with none of their sides. And let me tell you, this is the battle of the rich, and this is what pisses me off. They're fighting about contracts and how who's headlining and shit. These are the battle of the rich, and I just like nobody wants to see that shit. To be honest with you, because it's irritating. It's like y'all fighting over money that none of us have. I don't. Again, I've never seen any of them be a leading role in any movie. Have you?
No.
So it doesn't even make sense. Y'all fighting over what?
Well, I would say Monique probably has the one up on Dl Hughley in that term. But playing a bigger role in the movie, she might have the one up in the movie. She might, in that terms.
Yeah, but they fighting over comedy, and so Dl Hughley has her in comedy.
I don't know the numbers and the statistics behind that. It's possible he might have her when it comes to comedy. Yes.
I mean, I'm not talking about numbers. I'm talking about who I'd rather see in. You asked who I'd rather see in a comedy.
So if you on the show, Monique is at this venue, Dl Hughley at this venue. Which venue you're gonna go to? You're gonna go to the Dl Hughley venue. You know what's crazy? I actually seen. I went to a show that Dl Hughley was at. What was it? It was a comedy show. It was him. George Lopez, Eddie Griffin. It was one more. I think it was Cedric. I forgot the name of that tour. I went. Damn, that was crazy. That's been a while since I did that. That was like what 2019, 2018. I actually went to and seen him perform at the Barclays. Let's see what's the name
And?
of it.
And how was it?
The overall show was good. Overall show, it was definitely good. I'm trying to think. Cedric was there. George Lopez was one of the funnier ones. I think Cedric was the funniest actor of that night.
Okay.
But it was a good show, though. Overall. I don't remember the order they went in, who went first and who went last. I don't remember the order.
Right.
But it was a good show, solid show. They had a good show out. It was a good amount of people came to. It was the Barclays, though. I'm trying to remember what was the exact date, but I need to go to more comedy shows.
Listen, I'm a stand-up. I like stand-up comedy. It has to be my type of stuff though, because we went to Atlantic City for my birthday, and we went to a stand-up comedy in Atlantic City, and it was funny as hell. Well, two out of the three performances was funny. You know, because they were like from the Bronx, and like again, it was funny. It was just like pure comedy. There was no, oh, we can't say this because people are gonna get offended and stuff like that. It was funny. Again,
more. And that show was January 12th at the Barclays, January 12th, 2018. So it was 4 years ago, almost 4 years ago.
Again, I'm just not a big fan of Monique. I'm just not. Like, I think she put too much emphasis that she's a black woman and all this other stuff. And I get it. She is a black woman. But I hate when you try to use black women as like a scapegoat of what. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, I need my black woman to stick with me. And then I don't know if you remember a couple of months ago when girls were wearing bonnets to the airport, she was talking about how, oh, us young ladies, us women, us black women need to do better and take off our bonnets and shit. Yet you always want to call on the black sisters when it's convenient. Like, I don't like her and I don't think she's funny. I never thought Monique was funny. And so I think it's always somebody. It's never Monique starting the shit. It's always somebody else starting the drama. Like, Monique never starts the drama. Monique is just always a standby. Like, bitch.
There seems to always be some stuff, you know. I don't know if it's on her or she's been dealing with some bad people, but she always been into some things. They got a little spat, and obviously had social media buzzing. And wish them the best. Hopefully they settle it in the best way possible and they can move on from that. The way I look at it, you know, she says that. So I look at it as also, you know, part ego. You know, I want to be the headliner, and all for it. You know, be the headliner, get paid as a headliner. I ain't gonna knock it. If they put you down as a headliner and they try to underpay you, man, the money a headliner don't get. I'm all for that. But they arguing about who headline this, pay for that. But they went back and forth. We're gonna touch back on the topic from last week that started off last week's episode. We didn't really get into the details and whatnot because it's freshly new and more information came out. But seems to be a little rift in what's been going on. Obviously, we're talking about the mass shooting in Uvalde, Texas, where it was 19 children, a teacher who was killed. Also, the suspect was also killed on site. But a big topic of discussion has been the police response time. There's been a lot of back and forth, speculation. They're saying some officers who had kids in their school, went and got their own kids, moved them from school. They said officers stood outside the building a good 30, 40 minutes before they made an act. So it's like a whole bunch of speculation. It's like if they would have came in a little earlier, would they have saved more lives? And it's just been a big topic of conversation. How do you feel overall? Do you think the response time wasn't the best? They did what they possibly was the best, or you know?
So I'm talking from a point of view as a parent, and these kids were the same age as my son. I'm just gonna be as honest as I can be. While I know, I'm just gonna say this disclaimer. I know these parents are still dealing with the deaths of their mourning the deaths of their children. So it is a very sensitive topic, Johnny, because people are still mourning the deaths, of these kids. And as a parent, I want to be as sensitive as I can to, this topic. You know what I'm saying? But as a parent, I don't think the cops would have been able to stop me. I would have died trying to save my child. I would have died, trying to make sure that my child got out of that school when he was supposed to. I
Hold on, you're breaking up. You broke up a little
deal.
bit.
Sorry,
you broke up a little bit.
I'm just saying, I find it funny how these cops are trained to deal with situations like this, and a situation like that comes up, and the first thing they do is say, oh, we can't go into the school. Again, as a parent, your worst nightmare is hearing your child's school is getting shoot up. You get to the school and The damn police people are literally outside of the school building, and you're looking at them like, why the fuck are you not going in? And they're telling you that wasn't the orders that they were given. I mean, that must be the most heartbreaking thing, knowing that they so fucking close, and yet they can't get inside because that's not the orders they were given. My heart goes out to these parents, man. I don't know if I'll be still standing here, because they would have had to arrest me, they would have had to shoot me, they would have had to what's that called? Taser me. Because I would have been going in that school, period. That's just my opinion. I personally, as a parent, think that you are trained and you go through courses as a cop to deal with situations like this. So I don't understand why this situation would be any different.
So yeah, basically, it took them almost over an hour to get access into the school. Over an hour.
Yeah, he was shooting up the school for an hour. So we allowing a mass shooter to have access to these children's, God knows how many bullets, how many things he had. And yeah, I just allowed him access to these kids whose parents is watching you watch the school. It just doesn't make sense to me, Johnny.
So yeah, it's been like basically, they said it was still as police officers was outside and trying to figure out a way to get into the building. People who was inside were still calling 911 for help. So that's what's also making it kind of their response time worse, because they was literally outside the school building. And as I was reading the article, it said something as if they thought that the shooting had stopped and it was over with. That put some pause in their action, but there was still people calling for help in 911 while the police officers were literally outside the building. So it's going to be a major topic of discussion, because realistically, it's all what if. Maybe if they would have went in earlier, it could have saved a couple of lives.
It's not what if. If they would have went in earlier, Johnny, they would have saved them more than a few lives.
Oh, no. What I'm saying, I agree with that. I'm saying, but regardless, there's going to be lives lost.
Oh, yeah. There definitely would be life lost, but I think
they could definitely utilize it. Yes, I agree, though. They could definitely probably. I don't know, because I don't know how long it took for a thing. I don't know how, like, if right off the jump, the full details of how many kids he shot as he entered in the beginning, from like the beginning of the spree to the end of it. So, do I believe the police responded in a rightful manner and got in there? Probably would say some lives. Yeah, I just don't know how many more lives would have been saved, but I could probably say it would have been less casualties than they turned out to be.
But that's why I said it's a very sensitive subject for me, because I think of it as like this, as a parent. Maybe it probably wouldn't have saved many lives, but it probably could have saved my son's life. And that's how these parents are thinking of it. It probably wouldn't have saved everybody's life, but it could have saved my child's life. Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, so every parent's probably gonna feel that way,
Right. So you're right. We don't know. It is a what if, but as a parent, you willing to take that what if on 100%. I'm willing to take what if.
Your child, yes.
Right. No, even knowing your child is in that school that's what I'm trying to tell you, Johnny. If I knew my son's, God forbid, oh my God, God forbid, my son's school was, going through that. At that point in my mind, is no what if. Is if I go in there, I can save my child's life. Once you go in there, now you're faced with the reality of it. But again, a lot of these parents standing there watching these cops stare at them, it's a moment that they probably looked at it like, yo, this nigga could save my kid. And so I understand the frustration again. It's such a sensitive topic,
Of course, definitely a sensitive topic.
And it's just still brand new to these parents. They haven't even bury their children. And so, as much as I want to blame fingers and point fingers, we can't.
Very sad.
Right.
Well, in a situation like this, regardless of like everything, fingers is gonna get pointed because at the end of the day, children's lives involved. Someone has to get the blame. Someone has to, regardless, fingers is gonna get pointed. But this is all overall sad situation. And it's just as more information comes out, more details are released. It's like it's creating a big like debate, like what happened, what like why did it take immediate action and stuff like that. And that's something the police is just gonna have to answer for,
I agree with you.
And we're gonna see how it goes over time, but I'm pretty sure not for people losing their jobs, things, but I think some people may lose their jobs behind this because like
right, as they should.
But it's an unfortunate situation.
But my heart still goes out to those families, and listen, it's just one of those sensitive topics.
It's children. And children shouldn't be going out the way that they went out. That past Monday. It's a fucked up situation. Some more lighter subject. It's probably going to spark more controversy in New York. So New York has finally revealed that you could get, instead of having male or female on gender on your ID card / driver's license, you could put gender X. So I have some joke about it, but I feel like it's not appropriate to joke about the situation. But hey, for those who feel like this is what they needed, salute to you.
So I'm confused, right? So when the cop pulls them over, does he have to now say they?
But listen, I respect the pronouns and nouns, or how they say it.
I'm not faking it. I'm asking a serious question.
I didn't fake it. I said I didn't say nothing about fake. I didn't say fake. But I said,
I'm not making it to a joke.
Oh no, I wasn't taking.
You
know what I'm saying? Can't correctly say the pronouns, the nouns and pronouns thing. So I will hope that I don't really even know like the proper overall. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
right.
I don't even know like the correct proper. I just know what you can say and what I think you're supposed to say. I'm not even sure what you're supposed to say is right, but I just know what you can't say. I don't think the officer's gonna greet them how they're gonna greet them. It's like license registration. You should hand over your license, or you hand over or you can see some ID. You hand over your ID, and then from there they could address it. I guess it's like if I was a cop, Bree, and I pull you over, I can't be like, ma'am, can I get your license registration? It's like, can I get your license?
You say, ma'am, can I have your license and registration?
I would say you probably can't say that. Let me get your license and registration. You see what's on the thing. If it happens to have gender X, you move accordingly. I think that's the way it should go. It alters how you greet people.
So here's my thing. You ready? Mm-hmm. So when you get pulled over and now you have to get out and they have to search you, right? Usually when you're a female, they wait for a female cop to do it. And then if you're a male, they have the male cops do it, right? But now if you're non-binary, who do you wait for?
Listen, I don't know what's the percentage of non-binary officers. I'm part of the what's the word for it? Oh, team? No, it's not team. The department. I don't know the number of non-binary officers that's a part of the police department, but I guess they're gonna have to search you.
But you binary.
Yeah, but what are the chances? I don't know the numbers. I'm not sure We can look it up, but I'm pretty sure there's probably a low amount of number part of the NYPD for.
But you can't look it up because, Johnny, they don't have to tell you if they're non-binary.
Yes, but that's my point. So as I said, the officer that's going to search you is going to search you regardless. You
can't search somebody if they're not of your sex.
Well, they don't have.
You see where this is getting very.
I see what you're saying, but that's when you call for a supervisor and you have a supervisor supervise while you do the search to make sure it goes proper and nothing.
So what you basically saying, if you are non-binary, you have to call your supervisor. So if I have gender X, right, on my ID, they always gonna have to call a supervisor for me in order for them to search me. I'm just repeating what you said.
No, basically, based on what you said a male has to search a male and a woman.
But that's usually how they do it. You've never been to the airport where they pull you to the side and now they have to search you. It's never a woman searching you, Johnny. It's a man. It's a man, sorry.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, I'm assuming that the numbers of non-binary officers, like you don't gotta tell them. I'm assuming that the number of gender X officers is probably not high at all. So you can't call a gender X to search a gender X. It's gonna be a man or a woman that's gonna be, patting down this person who's considered gender X, and to make sure it goes accordingly and appropriately, you call your supervisor over. That way,
okay, I'm just saying it's getting confusing.
I think that would be the best way to do it, but do I feel like there's other things that could have been tackled in New York before this? Yes, but they want
like my fucking student loans.
You want the inclusion, all for it. Gender X on IDs. And we're gonna casually move on because
I just confused you. You see how I just confused you? Because they confuse us. And then they get upset when you ask a question because you just want to learn, right? My whole thing is we ask so that we can learn, right? So we ask, how does this work? And people get so offended because when growing up, we didn't have binary. It was used a drag queen or a transgender. And it was very simple. But we didn't have non-binary. We didn't have we didn't have all these pronouns, right? It was just whatever you conform to is whatever you were. And I think now it's, again, they coming out with these IDs, and it'll be wrong if a cop say, well, can y'all explain to me how this works? Because it's confusing. Then everybody wants to get upset at that cop. But it makes sense to me because he needs to know does he have to get a non-binary cop to search you, or can he search you with just another person looking? Does he need to have his body? Well, he should always have his body cam on, but you get what I'm saying? Like, we cannot get mad when we ask questions to understand. All I'm saying.
No, obviously, like I said, ask questions will make the conversation smoother and whatnot, because you learn what to properly say. Because obviously, people know all the ones that you cannot say, but I feel like people should know more what you should say more than what you cannot say.
Right.
And asking questions like, this is how you address you, make everybody comfortable.
Right.
And I mean, living your life makes people uncomfortable. Is just to have a casual conversation. People
right.
offend people, but if I don't know how to address you, I might offend you with what I said. Not my intention. I just don't know what offends you, what not. So we casually conversate, and we'll see. Like, oh, okay, no, all right, that okay, I'll just like that.
Right.
You put it on an ID card, but like I said, I don't think it would overall change procedure when it comes to policing. I don't think it would change procedure, but We'll see. There'll be people soon walking around gender X on their ID card.
Yeah.
We're gonna go and talk about Justin Timberlake. Justin Timberlake sells his music catalog for $100 million. I'm not following the first thing I thought, you know, he would at least got more for all the music he put out growing up. I would assume he got way more.
You trying it. You capping right now.
Nah, I mean, no.
Yeah, you capping. Yeah, you capping.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah, you capping. You capping.
Hell no.
You capping.
I would have thought he would have got more.
You capping. Say something else, because you capping right now.
I would have thought his deal, his music, everything would have been worth over $100 million. Yeah.
You capping. No way in hell his music was worth that much, Johnny. I don't care what you say.
Worth $100 million.
What?
You saying his music wasn't worth $100 million? His whole catalog?
No.
Oh no. He was big in them 2000s.
Name 4 songs that was worth more than $100 million right now. Name 4 songs. No, since you want to talk about his catalog, like you know his shit. Give me 4 songs that was worth more than $100 million.
I don't know. I can name songs, but I don't know the value of the songs.
Right, but name the song. Name the song that was so big that would make you think. Johnny, answer the question.
And I'm telling you, I'm saying his music in general, because what I'm saying is, regardless, in the 2000s, since he left NSYNC till
right.
he started to acting more, him musically, he was one of the biggest artists of the 2000s.
So give me 4 songs that would add all right, so Johnny, give me 4 songs from his catalog.
Name 4 songs from his catalog. Obviously, Cry Me a River. He has what's the name of that song? Oh, Cry Me a River, Rock Your Body. I don't know all his songs. I named 2.
I didn't say name all his songs. I said name 4. You can't even name 4.
Yeah, but he was still one of the bigger artists of the 2000s because I wasn't listening to pop music heavy in the 2000s. No, but he was always everywhere.
But if you know Jason Timberlake in 2000s, he was pop and hip hop. I mean R&B.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm just
Come
saying.
on, Johnny. You proving my point. His catalog wasn't worth that much, Johnny. Nah.
What you said? Artists had that we consider big, that had runs that he had at the time. He has a collective of hits. Because
you talking about 2000?
Yeah, because I can't.
Usher had, Chris Brown had hits.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Neo had hits.
Justin Timberlake was really big in them that 2000.
Britney Spears had hits.
Ranking wise, in the beginning things, I think Justin Timberlake's a big artist in her.
Whoa, buddy.
It's not whoa.
Take it back.
I don't take it back. I think he is.
Take that back. I think y'all be pushing it with Justin Timberlake. I think y'all need y'all to pause. He was not bigger than Britney in 2000s.
Yes, he was.
He was not.
He was.
He was not. And his catalog is, I think I feel like he overpriced his catalog to these people.
Britney came out, what, in 96?
Britney came out the same time he came out with NC. And Britney was always a solo artist, and she took off further than Justin Timberlake. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Once Jim Timberlake broke off from NC and did his solo run was...
He was not killing Britney.
We'll agree to disagree.
We can't, because you said his catalog is worth 100 million, and I said say 4 songs that was worth 100 million.
I can't tell you. I can name 4 songs, but that I don't know the value of the.
You
song.
couldn't name 4 songs. You could only name 2 songs, Johnny.
That's not the point. What I'm saying is I named 2 songs, and I don't know the value of how much revenue those songs generated.
It ain't worth a lot now.
It was worth 100 mil. Came out to be 100 mil.
Again, I don't think his catalog is worth 100 mil, but that's just me personally. I think it's. I personally don't. I just don't think he's. Listen, you got me stuttering because I just don't think his catalog is worth 100 million. I'm sorry. If we talking about like Britney Spears and around that time where she was a solo artist from the beginning to the end, yes, her catalog is worth 100 mil, definitely. But do I think Justin Timberlake's catalog is worth 100 mil? No.
I think so.
Okay, I don't think it's worth 100 million. I don't think he has anything there that makes you say that you can sing over that you've heard being brought back up in the Gen Z or any of those times. Britney, you definitely have. Again, Britney's still doing her music even in Vegas where it's selling out shows. So for you to say she wasn't as big as Justin, yeah, you crazy.
Justin Timberlake has a diamond album.
Again, Britney's still performing her shit in Vegas.
Justin Timberlake can perform his shit if he wants to, but he's doing movies now. He's transferred over.
Okay. I don't think his catalog is worth 100.
There's 5 albums. Oh no. All his albums definitely did well. But hey, we'll just agree to disagree. I thought it would have been worth a little more than that. You think it would have been worth?
You think it was worth more than 100 mil? Johnny, cut the bullshit. Johnny, okay. All right.
As big as
all right.
I would have thought so.
All right. Maybe there should be a poll on ASO Instagram. Was Justin Timberlake's whole catalog worth more than 100 mil or less than 100 mil? Let's see what the people got to say.
I would have thought that's how big as he was.
Let's see what the people got to say.
They disagree with you, disagree. I would have thought so. He's a big artist. He's a big artist.
It doesn't matter what you say. It's people's opinions. Let's see what they say.
Facts.
Facts.
Well, my
Is you capping?
Here, my whole thing is my opinion is that I thought he was a really big artist. It's kind of like be worth more.
Okay.
He was a big. He did his thing in the 2000s.
Okay. Ha!
What happened?
You're just so full of shit. I don't know.
What's talking about?
You're so full of shit. Okay.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We can do the poll.
We're gonna agree. We're gonna do the poll and see what people say. It is what it is. Okay.
We're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna do the poll. See what the poll leaves us. And then from there, we'll go on. But we're gonna bring back one of our favorite segments on the show, and that's called the ASO Questions, where we go and post up on social media. And we get, some messages, some questions from people, and we answer it on the pod. So it's put up everyone's questions, and we got 3 questions. Does it matter what order I start the questions off?
No.
Because what I'm saying, two is more entertainment, and the third question, 2 of the questions are more towards entertainment purposes, and 1 of the questions is more like based on like life.
Well, those are 2 entertainment questions, Johnny.
You
know how we go with entertainment. We never agree.
We'll start with the entertainment question first. And the first entertainment question we got is from Stizzy Casanova, top 5 actors. So I think we did something similar to this for our Fab 4, but he asked what are our top 5 actors.
We did comedy.
He said, he said top 5 favorite actors. So what are your top 5 favorite actors?
You can go first, Johnny.
All right. Overall, it's not in order. I'm gonna say favorite. I'm gonna go my guy Will Smith. You know, he's in a little hiatus right now. Will, Denzel, Al Pacino, my guy Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen, he's an action hero. His movies, I love his movies. I'm sorry. This is like favorite actors. I'm not ranking who's the best actor. And damn, the last spot. Last spot is very tough. There's so many other actors that I could put in my honorable mentions that I love as well, that I think I'm gonna miss out. I got my comedians and all other stuff. But for my last one, because he's my overall favorite action star ever, I'm gonna go for my fifth. I'm gonna go Steven Seagal, number 5. That's my number 5. So yeah, Denzel, Will, Al Pacino, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steven Seagal. That's my 5. But there's so many actors that I'm a fan of, but I have to pick my favorite 5. That's them. What's your 5, Bree?
My first one is Tahaji P.
Okay.
I love me some Tahaji P.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she hasn't really put anything that I really like. And I like Jamie Foxx.
Okay, that's another. I like Jamie Foxx as well.
Yeah.
Say it again. No,
don't start your shit.
No.
It was Beyonce.
Oh no, I really didn't hear you. Like
Beyonce. Beyonce.
Hey, I was like, what do you say? Okay, Beyonce, Taraji, Beyonce.
I said another one too.
Oh, no, it was
Jamie Foxx.
Oh yeah, Jamie Foxx. No, you said Jamie Foxx before breakup. Taraji, Jamie Foxx, Beyonce.
Terrence Howard.
Okay, that's 4.
And of course Denzel. Those are my favorite. Even though I feel like sometimes Denzel is the same person, but
you enjoy it. It's just the movies I enjoy watching. You know,
right.
When I watch the movies, I enjoy watching.
And those are no order because y'all know Beyonce will be number 1. So, but that's in no order.
Mine wasn't in order as well, but that's the top 5.
You suck.
My answers is not.
You said fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger. You should get that. You capping.
Beyonce.
First of all, Beyonce is an actress.
Oh my God.
Arnold Schwarzenegger ain't no actor.
Yes, he is. What are you talking about? Terminator?
That wasn't acting. He didn't act.
Terminator, Kindergarten Cop, True Lies.
Oh, Kindergarten Cop was the only movie he did that was acting.
You ever watch Junior?
That was a stupid ass movie with his brother. Yo, you say the dumbest people. I don't think you be thinking it through.
I clearly thought it through. Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie. Oh, Predator, the first Predator movie.
Oh my God, you got issues for real. You said Arnold Schwarzenegger on top of so many other actors you could have said.
No, he's one of my favorites.
I could have sworn you was gonna say Eddie Murphy because Eddie Murphy. Right. I would think Arnold Schwarzenegger beats Eddie Murphy, but hey, who am I to say anything about your list? Don't talk about Beyonce because you know you're not gonna win that argument. Beyonce got a bigger catalog than Arnold Schwarzenegger.
She does not at all.
She does. Okay, she does.
No way.
She does.
Mm-mm.
She does. She does. She does. But I'm not gonna argue with you because we already argued enough today. But you know that's the truth. But okay, go to the next question, Johnny, because
that's crazy.
You really trying, Beyonce.
You're really trying, just acting in general. Holy
What are you talking about? Acting in general? She acts, stupid. She acts. That's what she do. She's a singer, R&B singer / actress. She don't got movies, Johnny? She don't got movies?
Yes, couple movies.
She don't have, no. Don't say a couple. A couple's 2. She got more than 2 movies.
How many good movies she has?
Oh, hell nah. She got more than 2 good movies, Johnny.
I said how many.
Do you want me to?
I just asked
you. You said couple. You said couple of good movies. She
movies?
got more than, no. Don't stop saying couple, stupid. She got more than a couple of movies. She got movies. Just say movies, because she got movies.
Like I said,
you're not gonna play her like that. Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. You always doing that. Disrespectful as hell.
I'm gonna say a few.
She got movies. That's how we gonna leave it. She got movies.
She's been in movies, but we're talking about.
Oh my God, she's had good movies. Period.
It's okay. Question.
She multi-talented, first of all. Second of all, you're not gonna keep disrespect. She is multi-talented. She does. What you said? Oh.
I didn't say that.
Arnold don't got what she got.
She don't got a movie better than True Lies.
All right, whatever.
She don't got a movie better than Judgment Day, Terminator. She don't have a movie better than none of those.
Dreamgirls be played more than Terminator. Keep talking shit.
What do you hear more?
Dreamgirls. I got cable. I got the movie channels, and all I see is Dreamgirls.
What quotes do you hear more? When people quote Arnold Schwarzenegger, it's from his movies.
You stupid. Everybody quote, listen.
Not more than Arnold Schwarzenegger's quotes.
Yes, they do. Well, okay, go on to the next question, Johnny, because we never gonna agree on this shit.
Of course not, but oh man. Let's respect Arnold's name.
Nah, hell no, I ain't putting no respect on that nigga's name. He hasn't done nothing but be a governor.
Oh my God. He's one of the, if not the biggest, one of the biggest action stars ever.
You a lie?
No, I'm not.
You a liar.
Facts.
That's not facts. Fact.
What? Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the greatest action heroes ever.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is one of the greatest action heroes ever?
Yes,
you trying it, you capping.
He's action in it, yes.
Move on to the next question. That's crazy.
That's Arnold's name. Yo, this is not a conversation. This is by far, this is crazy. But
yeah, it is crazy because you capping it. He's one of the best action heroes.
Yes.
Johnny, get the hell out of here, Johnny.
What? Yes. I got Arnold. I ain't got the distinct accent that people make fun of.
Oh, it's the accent. Okay, that's what makes him one of the top action heroes ever. The accent.
Is the movie?
The accent.
Nope.
So Idris Elba is one of the best actors because he has an accent.
That's not right.
The accent seals the deal.
No, I'm saying
The accent seals the Move on to the next question, John.
That many people sound like Arnold. There's not that many people that sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I don't think people want to sound like him. On to the next question.
People imitate it all the time. People imitate it all the time, and you know that. Why? Because his impact into the movies.
Okay, move on to the next question, Johnny. I'm over this shit.
Now, question number 2. Oh, damn. What the hell happened? Why did it go like that?
Because they heard you talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, hell no. That's why I did that.
Question number 2 from @Barack Don P Class A 001. Where do you rank Rick Ross in the hip hop game? That's question number 2. That's entertainment. Where do you rank Rick Ross in the hip hop game? Shaking your head. I don't. You seem disappointed in the question.
How are we ranking it? From 1 to what?
I'll say currently from when he started. His first album came out 2005, 2006. First album came out 05, 06 around this. So he's currently still active. He dropped the album like a year ago. He's technically still active.
This is such a broad question because are we doing 1 to 100? Am I putting him somewhere in between that? Like, am I putting him in between Drake and Jay? Am I putting him between Lil Wayne and Drake? Am I putting him between Nicki and Drake? Like, I don't know where I'm putting him, but I know I ain't putting him up there. So I'm gonna put him. He's between Cardi B.
That's the stuff. She's not all right. She just started.
No. I'm giving my rank. You're not allowed to give my opinion on my rank. I'm putting him between Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
The disrespect continues.
That's not disrespectful. Those are
questions in a row and disrespectful.
Why is Devin shaking his head?
That was crazy.
I think that's pretty high.
For him?
Yeah.
Back to them.
For Rick Ross.
For him, it's pretty low.
That's not pretty low. That's pretty high. That's pretty high.
He had himself a great run in the 2010s.
So where do you put him, Johnny? Since you talking so much shit, where I put him? Where would you put him then, Johnny?
In aspects of all time, I was trying to give you a cut-off period because it doesn't really the comment.
No, you can't do that. He got to go in between what you think is great and what you think is mediocre.
He's far from mediocre. Far from that. Far from that.
Okay, so put him somewhere.
His impact. Look what he did with MMG.
Oh my God! So put him somewhere.
All right, can I get? He's definitely not where you put him.
He's definitely where I put him, but okay. Go ahead.
He's not. It's a fact that he's definitely more than where you put him at, but based off his impact, he has MMG, his label. He signed Meek did his thing. Signed Wale did his thing. So you gotta put that part of his success. He had his label was successful. And he's doing other ventures. You see in his career, they film coming to America too.
Johnny, I need you to put him somewhere. You doing all this talking like you writing his resume.
No,
I need you to put him somewhere.
This is a part of where I'm going to rank him.
Okay.
I don't know. All time scales. If we do all time, his position would be different. But if there's a cutoff point or a cutoff period, if you give it like a cutoff point or a cutoff period, I would say his ranking be higher, but in the all-time, all-time, like I'm talking about all-time, like from the start of hip hop to hip hop right now, we have to rank rappers all time. Overall ranking, I'll say for him overall, with his resume, I'm gonna say top 20, top 25, all time.
No, I said between people. You see how I did between people? You gotta do it between people, so people can
I give a
understand.
cutoff. You didn't let me get like a cutoff.
Okay.
I was gonna say from the start of his career till now, so that 17-year line.
Right, but you gotta put it where people can understand where he's in between. Who is he in between, Johnny?
I don't know. I don't have I don't have an artist like he's not past this artist, but he's above this artist.
He's in Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion.
So he is not at all. Not at all. There, and I love Cardi B. I love Cardi. But she's not where Rick Ross is at. Nah.
You're right. She's right.
So therefore what you said was disrespectful.
I'm really I'm really not.
That's crazy.
See, you looking at what he did for other people's career. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his career. I'm talking about Rick Ross shit. I'm talking about Rick Ross shit. I'm not talking about what he did for Meek Mill and Wale. I'm talking about what Rick Ross did with Rick Ross. Right.
Either way, he has put out a good amount of albums.
If you want to give me, if you want me to give you a number of where he's at, because you don't like the placement I put him in, he's probably like, I'll say 40, 39, 40.
And that's on your all-time numbers of works.
Right.
All time and
Oh God, Johnny.
I'm gonna follow up. So on your all-time list, where you got Megan, Cardi B, on your all-time.
They're around like 30.
That is crazy.
He's not up there. He's not up there with Drake and Jay. And I'm sorry, he's not. He's not even up there with DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. That's a. Oh my. Listen.
He's not up there with Nicki. He's not up there with Nas. He's not up there with Biggie.
So in the overall list of hip hop, where would you put DJ Khaled?
He's not up there with Meek.
And where would you put
He's not up there with Lil Wayne.
No, I'm saying, but where would you put DJ Khaled on your list? What number?
Like 29, 28.
Interesting. Now, DJ Khaled has a ton of hits. So I'm not trying to.
Right.
Yeah, he has a.
He's not even up there with Ye.
Jay is definitely very high, and he's high on my list. So.
Right. He's not even up there with Ye.
But what I would say is,
I think I put Rick Ross at a good spot. I think he's not even up there with Mace.
I would say is I think you put him in a very low spot. Maybe I think the number I got him at is a little better.
20 is a.
I said top 20 or top 25.
That's pushing it. You pushing it.
I think he in my opinion, I think he hovers around that area.
Okay.
In my opinion, people disagree. We can also post as a poll where you rank Rick Ross and hip hop game.
Do it.
I just feel you got two people specifically that I wouldn't rank nowhere near him.
Cardi B has set limits. She has done trends. Like Please, come on. Rick is not in the same.
Listen, Cardi B she did her thing, but she only put one album out. She has to put four.
And look at that shit, and look how that shit went.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right, she's done more than Rick.
I can't say that.
Okay.
I can't say that. But
Okay.
I love Cardi B. We'll anticipating a second album. Like I said, we'll do a poll. We'll do a poll. No, he said we're in between Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. That was crazy. But we'll do a poll and let's see what the fans got to say. Where do we rank Rick Ross? Where do we rank Rick Ross in hip hop? Where do you have him ranked? Do we have him too high or do we have him too low? Please let us know. Me and Bree, for the past 2 questions, I'm going to agree to disagree. And as we move on to our last but not least ASO question. The last ASO question. And here we go from @Steph_Heart2. Do men benefit from marriage? That's the last question in the ASO. That does.
Go ahead, Johnny. Does men benefit from marriage? Do you feel like getting married, because you're not married, right? Because of course I'm going to be on the side of yes. But you being an unmarried man, lady, he's single. Ladies, he's single. You being an unmarried man, do you see in your future it benefiting you?
I do think so.
Okay.
In the way I feel like it, I do believe so. You know, men have benefit of marriage, but you know, I'm talking as just me, regular old me. You know, I'm trying to say regular old me. I think the conversation changes when we talk about different tiers of individuals. You know what I'm trying to say? Like different tiers of individuals. So like people who are, let's say, very loaded and wealthy. In terms of that wealthy, loaded, and you know, to them is more of it's marriage has its at the end of the day, marriage has its peaks and it has its I said peaks, perks and stuff, and it has its downsides and whatnot. But financially, marriage is more, especially if it goes bad. You know what I'm trying to say? It has more of a strength on the male than it does on the female counterpart. But I do believe in marriage, especially you feel like you found the woman that's the right woman, and that's the one that you're gonna be with till the end of time. Of course, it has its benefits because you found the right one. So, and all along those lines. So, but if you're someone who's, let's say, gets married multiple times, it doesn't have. It's like I don't know. I feel like it changes your view of what you view into the marriage, what you're trying to get out of the marriage. But marriage has its perks and it has its downsides. But as long as you get, I feel like you got the right one, the benefits outweigh everything because you picked right and you're good. You know, you look like you disagree with me, so stay tuned.
No, I think it benefits. I think it benefits on both sides, but I think for a man, it's more of a woman makes the home. It makes it complete in a sense, so it does benefit you in that. When you look at it financial wise, I mean, it depends. If you want to build together, yes, it's gonna benefit you, so you're not doing it alone. But if you're doing this alone, then I don't know if you're gonna reap all the benefits all the time.
Because when I brought up the financial side, I basically brought up is like, say I'm someone that's loaded and I marry a class now, like the woman I choose to marry or I fall with financially is nowhere near the financial gains of me, but that's the woman I choose, right? Shit go left financially, it's gonna cost you, because once you have divorced, obviously I have fun. It's gonna cost you. That's what I'm saying. That aspect. But I said,
Right.
but I feel like as long as you choose right, some people choose right, some people hit, some people miss. It happens. It's life. But I said as long as you choose right, I feel like all the perks and benefits, you get all the perks and benefits as long as you choose right. You gotta make sure you choose the right one. Stuff out there, but
Right.
that's how I view it.
I just feel like it does benefit men. I just feel like men just have this conversation like, oh, I gotta be with one woman for life. So they don't see the beneficials of being with one woman for life. But there's a lot of benefits.
No, there's benefits of being with one woman for life. That's the one woman you can rely on. You know what I'm trying to say? You can rely on, trust to hold you down, because
Right.
it gets to a point where people don't want to like meet new people and then trying to feel like, oh, can I rely on this person? Can I trust this person? It takes all the aspects out of that. You meet new people. Once you find the one, it's like this is the one I can rely on. It's gonna hold me down. So it's like if I gotta do certain shit, that person's gonna, step with me through every step of the way. It's gonna be right there with me. That's the one I can trust, depend on, all that stuff. So that's something that's beneficial.
Right.
To me, for both parties, I think that's something that's beneficial. But for a man,
Of course.
something a man wants.
Right.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm talking as regular old me. I'm just regular guy, but I'm just
No, you saying the truth. I mean, as a woman, I don't know if it benefits you guys. And that's why I'm like, it's a different question for me as a woman because it benefits me as a woman, of course. But I'm not a man, so I don't know your point of view if it benefits you guys.
right.
I would think so. If you asking the woman to marry you, I would think you would do something that benefits your life in a good way.
It's a commitment and something that's it's supposed to be permanent, but obviously it's not because the divorce rate in America is ridiculous. But
Right.
I just think when what I'm trying to say, single successful men look at it and they look at oh shit, divorce this, divorce that, how much they got to pay alimony and stuff like that. I think it deters them for what they view is like, oh no, they want to take that step. So that's view. I feel like I was trying to give like different aspects of the views of it.
Right.
Some that type of information may deter people. Some people don't believe in marriage. Some people believe in marriage. All the type of stuff like that. But like I said, it's all. Wholeheartedly believe you choose right. There's a lot of benefits in a marriage.
I agree with that.
If you don't choose right, obviously you're gonna see the downside, and you're not gonna receive. You may have got some perks in the beginning, but you're gonna see all the negative downsides of it. But do I believe men do benefit from marriage? Yes, but it all depends on you choosing right.
Right.
Just my opinion. But that's the last question. The last question of the ASO segment. So that's a wrap on this brand new another Shit Video podcast. This is your boy John, my co-host Bree, and we are out. There you go. We did a lot of agreeing and disagreeing this episode.
We did a lot of disagreeing, Johnny. There was